mercy. We are back with the Human Calculator Scott Flansburg, and class is in session. He's going to show us how to do this in our heads, and he swears we can do it. Okay.
Everybody, even everybody watching, people that feel stressed about math, please just take a deep breath. Relax. We're
She
starting
wasn't
at
here when we ran
zero.
through this before, so we do
true.
have a real new one here. Yeah.
No pressure, okay?
Yeah.
Zero pressure. When you turn on a calculator, it always starts at 0. So what I do is when I'm getting ready to do a problem, I just start at 0. You forget everything in the past, forget about the future. Math puts you in the moment, like not many other subjects. So
The agita.
I want to show you what happened to me. I was 9 years old, and my teacher wrote this problem on the board: 17, 12, 11, and 14. And she was teaching us how to add numbers up where you have to do a carry. So we teach all the kids in America and around the world, you got to start on the right, you got to do 7, plus 2 is 9, plus 1 is 10, plus 4 is 14. You have to write down the 4, then you have to carry the 1, and then you have to add these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the 1 is 5. That's not only in America, that's taught around the world. This is the worst way to add. This is literally a trick that we use. This is the worst strategy of all the ways I know how to add. This is the absolute worst one.
Why?
Because when you do it this way, all you're doing is adding up single-digit numbers, carry, add up single-digit numbers, and then surprise, your answer appears. There's no estimation. There's no place value. There's no number sense. So let me show you what happened to me. I'm in 4th grade. Our teacher showed us how to do this, and I was not paying attention. And my teacher noticed that I was not paying attention, and she picked me to come up to the board to do this problem. And I didn't know what to do, and I was so afraid. I walked up to the board, and for some reason, out of luck or fear, maybe even survival, my brain went backwards. I went like this. I said, all right, I'm going to start here. That's a 10. That's a 10, that's a 10, that's a 10. And I just started keeping a running total in my head. So you guys, just for fun, let's keep a running total. What's 10 plus 10?
20.
Plus 10.
30.
Plus 10.
40.
Now just keep going to the next column. What's 40 plus 7?
47.
47 plus 2.
49.
49 plus 1.
50.
50 plus 4. And that's the answer, 54. This always works, but here's what you did. You had to know these were 10s. That's place value. So it helps your kids learn place value. Estimation. When you start on the left, you're working with the most significant numbers first. So you knew the answer was over 40, maybe 50, but at least you have a guess of the answer. The other way, you're working with the least significant number first. In this exercise, the kids can't hide. They got to know place value. They got to understand numbers. This gives them a chance to not only get the right answer, but experience arithmetic, not just memorize some simple trick to get the answer.
If you were doing it, let's say that, what if they were 3-digit numbers?
Oh, great question. Let's do one. Living on the edge. Look at you.
Wow.
All right.
Let's have Christina step up. She wants to tackle the 3 digits.
No, I want to know what happens when you do 3-digit
So, same
numbers.
thing. You go 100 plus 200.
300.
I see. 10,
400.
600.
600. 600 plus 20. 620.
20.
Plus 10.
30.
630.
650.
650.
660.
660. 663. 669. 670.
674.
And that's the answer, 674. The other thing to notice is it eliminates carrying. Carrying is an ancient thing. It means nothing. Kids hardly understand that, and it doesn't really serve a purpose. When you start left to right, you knew this was over 600, maybe 700. So it's great for estimation and number sense.
I have a question. Mr. Lansburg.
Yes.
Or Flansburg. This is we read like this, don't we?
Yeah, you read left to right.
Right.
And then we throw kids in a math class and make them go backwards, right to left.
Unless
it's the most
you're Jewish.
confusing thing, right? There are a few people. Also, there are a lot of dyslexic children. And those kids spend hours training how to read left to right. Then we put them in math class and we make them go backwards. It really throws their brain off. Teaching left to right addition serves so many higher purposes. My mission is to change the way we teach arithmetic or basic addition in the United States. Every kid should learn left to right. But before they learn that, there's something that we all missed. I don't know why or how this happened, but I was playing golf on 9/9/99, September 9th, 1999. And on the 18th hole, one of the guys in the group is Alice Cooper, who's a rock and roller. And he wrote a song called 18 and asked me about the number 18 because 1 plus 8 is 9. And it was 9/9/99. And I explained to him the rule about 9. Anything times 9, the answer adds up to 9, and he didn't care. And I'm driving home thinking about it, and something hit me. I wrote down the number 13. I've invented a new calendar. It's called the Human Calculator Calendar. It's a 13-month calendar, and so I was really fascinated on that number that day. When I got home, I saw the number 13, and for some reason, my brain went, 1 plus 3 is 4, and I put the sum of the digits underneath, and then I subtracted. What's 13 minus 4? That was on 9/9/99 at 9 in the morning when I noticed that. And I just started laughing out loud. Like, what a coincidence. If you take 13, add up its digits and put the sum underneath and subtract, you get 9. And that was it. But a minute later, I saw the number 11. And I added it up. What's 1 plus 1? 2. Put the total underneath and subtract. 11 minus 2 is 9. So everybody at home watching, do your age, all right? So I'm not 28. So let's all try 28. So you just picture your age or write it down. A lot of people are very visual. Now add up all the digits in the number. 2 plus 8 is 10. 28 minus 10 is 18. But look at the answer. What's 1 plus 8? 9. This works for every number in the universe to infinity. It's a simple exercise. When people are watching the Super Bowl next week, when you see a player's number, add it up. Take that sum away, and your answer will go back to 9. Every time you do it, your kids are exercising this muscle in their brain, and they're feeling like a mathlete. And now they'll have common sense with numbers, and now we can teach them more math. But right now, kids are memorizing their math, and teachers really can't do much with that. So I believe this chapter 0 is what I call it. It's the missing chapter in math, and it's going to change the way kids around the world are introduced to numbers, and it's going to change our attitude. And it's not math. It's maths. There's an S on the end. We're the only ones that say math. It's really maths.
So when you were in the 4th grade and she called you up and you were a point of panic, and then it hit you and you just nailed it, did you just go high-five your teacher and go, take that, and go sit down? Is that what you did?
Well, she was a little afraid of me, you know, because she was like, what did you do? How'd you do that so fast? And I actually could do it faster than her. And that's what really got me started on this, was just because I thought, wow, maybe teachers don't know everything.
Are you trying to change all this?
I am. Well, my book called Turn on the Human Calculator is, I think, is going to be in every classroom on the planet Earth. This is so simple. It teaches kids all the basic number connections and facts in such a simple way, using 10 colors of 10 crayons. It bridges art and math together and gives a lot of kids a chance to have a positive experience with numbers first.
Thank you so much,
amazing.
Scott. This is really
Thanks, everybody. God bless.
For more on Scott, you can go to his website, which is thehumancalculator.com. Coming up, we have Brian and Karen Jones. They're cooking some authentic American meals from their original Chuck Wagon. That 9 is so good.